Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be learning about decimals, and I'm just going to say that decimals was probably the easiest thing I've ever learned in math. So this should be a breeze. So let's just get right into it. So what are decimals? So this right here is what a decimal point looks like. It's a dot. So place value does have to do with decimals. And to the left of the decimal is always the whole number, and then to the right of the decimal is the fraction. So yes, you can convert a decimal to a fraction. So we call this the whole number, and we call this the 10th place with a TH. So we start with the 10th place. There is no ones place in decimals, so you always start off with the 10th place with a TH. This one is the tenths and then the hundredths place, and then you would keep going. So in this video, we're going to be learning about adding and subtracting decimals. In the next video, we're going to be learning about multiplying and dividing decimals, but that's for the next video. So over here, you would want to arrange the numbers kind of where the decimal point is. So you want to line up the decimal points. And then over here, they added a 0 because 0 equals nothing. So you can add a 0 to help you add or subtract. And then you add or subtract normally. So 0 plus 0 equals 0, 5 plus 2 equals 7, 4 plus 5 equals 9. And then you would bring down the decimal point over here. 9 plus 8 equals 17, carry over the 1. And then 6 plus 6 equals 12 plus the 1 over here, 13. So then your answer should be 137.970 or 137 and 970 thousandths. So let's do a few IXL practice questions. This is from IXL, so I didn't make these. So over here we're supposed to add, and they already brought down the decimal for us, so we don't have to do it. So let's start from here. 3 plus 1 equals 4, right? And then 0 plus 0 is obviously 0. Let's submit it. We got it right. Okay, so now we have to subtract. So 8 minus 5 equals 3. So now we can already eliminate this answer. And then bring down the decimal over here. And then 8 minus 1 equals 7. So your answer should be 7.3. So now we add again. So 4 plus 4 equals 8. Okay. And then bring down the decimal. 6 plus 2 also equals 8. So this should be your answer. So now here we're supposed to subtract. So 9 minus 2 equals 7. And then 6 minus 5 equals 1. And then they already brought down the decimal for us. And then 0 minus 0 equals 0. So we're going to be doing adding decimals worksheet now. I'll do the first 5 with you guys, and then I'll link this in the description box so you guys can have some practice. And you can also check your answers because there is an answer key right below this. But please don't look at the answer key before you're done doing your work. So let's just get started. So over here, 3 is a whole number because there isn't a decimal point before it. So if there isn't a decimal point before the number, then it's a whole number. Okay? So 3 plus 200ths. So now all we have to do is make this the whole number here. So your answer should be 3 and 200ths. Do number 2. Okay, well this one's pretty easy. So you would, if you were having this as a worksheet, then you would obviously draw it out, or you can do it mentally, but you will need some practice before you're able to do it mentally. But that's okay because it'll come as you go. So over here, both of them don't have whole numbers. Okay, and then they are both in the tenths place. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. So your answer should be 3/10. Okay? And then number 3, well, this one's easy. They are both whole numbers. So 1 plus 5 equals 6. 4 is also very easy. They are again whole numbers. 4 plus 3 equals 7. And then number 5. So over here it says 0 and 3/100. Here it's 0 and 3/10. So remember I said earlier that you can always add a 0 over here. So right over here. So basically this is what we used to have, and then here we added a 0, and now this is the problem we have to solve. So solving this, our answer should be 0 and 33/100. So this is the subtracting worksheet. I'll also link this one in the description box. So let's move on to the first one. So over here, 8 minus 2 equals 6. 5 minus 2 equals 3. You bring down the decimal. 0 minus 0 equals 0. So your answer should be 0.36 or 0 and 36/100. Number 2. So over here, 5, 9. So you would have to do borrowing. So that would be 6 over here. That would be 3 over here. And then 0 minus 0, 0. So again, surprisingly, your answer would be 0.36 or 0 and 36/100. Number 3, 9 minus 6 equals 3. Again, 9 minus 6 equals 3. Bring down the decimal point, and 0 minus 0 equals 0. So your answer is 2.33 or 2 and 33/100. Number 4. So over here you would have to borrow again. So you would get 9 over here and then 0 over here. So 0.9 or 0 and 9/10. And then number 5, again you would have to borrow, and you would get 6 here, 4 here, bring down the decimal point, and then 0 minus 0 equals 0. So your answer would be 0.46 or 0 and 46/100. So comment down below if you understand adding and subtracting decimals now. There will be a video in the description box and at the top right there. If anyone wants any extra practice or a review. There will also be the PDFs that I used today for the practice in the description box. There will be a question of the day about adding and subtracting decimals, and the very first person to answer will get a heart, will get pinned, and will also get a shout out in my next video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!